Welcome to the English Grade 7 Alternative Delivery Mode. Passive and active voice. Every day in our lives, we use active and passive voice. Before we talk about it, it is very important to know about voice. Voice indicates whether the subject acts, doer, or is acted upon, receiver. In the following activities, you will learn whether the sentence is active or passive and how to change active to passive voice. Being able to determine it is very important for effective communication both in written and oral context. Let us begin with a very exciting game called Arrange the Words. Arrange the following scrambled words to form a sentence. Number 1. Shoots the boy the ball. What is your answer? The boy shoots the ball. Is this your answer? If so, you are correct. If not, do not worry, for we will try another one. In this sentence, who is the doer of the action? Is it the boy or the ball? If you answer the boy, you are right. How about the receiver of the action? Is it the boy or the ball? If you answered the ball, then you are on the right track. This sentence is called the active voice. But we will try to learn that in the later part of this module. Let's try another one. Number 2. Painting Gabe a Beautiful is made by. What is your answer? Did you answer a beautiful painting is made by Gabe? Then you are correct. If not, where did you go wrong? In this sentence, the doer of the action, subject, is the receiver of the action. This sentence is called the passive voice. So, what is active voice and passive voice? To learn more about active and passive voice, let us move on to the different activities of this module. In a sentence, when a subject does the action, it is called an active voice. The receiver of the action is what we call the object. This pattern is in SVO sequence: subject, verb, object. Example: my brother cooks sour food. In this example, my brother, subject, is the doer of the action, cooks, and food receives the action. Well, moving on, a sentence is in the passive voice, on the other hand, when the subject is acted on by the verb. The passive voice is always constructed with a conjugated form of to be plus the verb's past participle. Doing this usually generates a preposition as well. That sounds much more complicated than it is. Passive voice is actually quite easy to detect. For this example of passive voice, we will transform the active sentence above to illustrate the difference. This pattern is in OVS sequence: object, verb, subject. Example: our food is cooked by my brother. In this example, take note that my brother is now acted upon by the verb cooks, and the receiver of the action, food, becomes the subject. A preposition by is also added in the passive voice. Steps on how to change the sentence from active voice to passive voice. Step 1. Identify the subject, the verb, and the object. SVO. Step 2. The object will become the subject. Step 3. Put a suitable auxiliary verb or helping verb. Step 4. Change the verb into past participle of the verb. Step 5. Add the preposition by. Step 6. The subject will become the object. To make it clearer, here is a guide table showing how passive and active voice are applied in a sentence. This is the active and passive tenses chart. Let's go! Well done! Here is a summary of the entire topic, passive and active voice. In active voice, the subject does the action to the object. This is called SVO, subject, verb, object, pattern. While in passive voice, the subject receives the action from the object. This is in OVS pattern, object, verb, subject. Also, one thing to take note is the addition of the word by in the sentence before the doer. And that's it. I hope you learned a lot today. Thank you and goodbye. This is Rachel Ann R. Jimenez, teacher broadcaster of grade 7 curriculum, Santa Ana National High School.